Hey everybody, it's Tim and Barbara, and we are at Bolton Cemetery in Alma, Arkansas. We have a short story for you and show you some tent graves, and it's a beautiful day. I mean, there's flowers starting to come up out of the ground. It's warm. What is it, 70 today, Tim?
Yeah.
We have a light breeze, and we're going to go over here and show you. There's a lot of okay,
These
y'all.
are metal graves or whatever.
Yeah. All right.
These are.
Tim spotted these. These are pretty cool. Look at
These
that.
are
They're metal, made out of metal. Down there so y'all can see it.
Markers.
And it looks like there was probably something in that little framed in area right there at one time.
But you see them made out of all sorts of different things, and these are just regular fieldstone.
But y'all, there's tent graves out here, and that's pretty neat. I like those. Are anything different I like. Now we're going to go right over here. So there's a lot of cousins marrying cousins in the cemetery when we did our research. So that'll be a part of our story here. But it's about this Metters right here. What is that? Sergeant? Is that what that is?
Sergeant F.M. Moore, Company G, 2nd Arkansas Cavalry.
Okay, I'm going to let you take that. Okay, so you guys, his mother, which is over here, we have his mother right over here, and her name, which we can't hardly see it, is
Here's the light.
Is Delilah Moore. Okay, let's see if we can see that.
You can see Delilah
Moore.
What is that?
I have it written down. 1800 and died in 1876. But like I said, they're in the cemetery. There's a lot of cousins that married.
June 1876.
A lot of cousins that married cousins.
And it has the Bible, the open Bible.
And this is his dad. But anyway, his mother's brother.
This stone is turned the other way. It's fallen over.
Yeah, it fell over.
I guess it twisted.
And his name actually is Francis Nathaniel Moore.
No, it says nothing.
But look how good his stone is to read compared to hers.
It says he was born 1777.
Wow, 1777. That's crazy.
And died in 1865.
Wow. But anyway,
he lived a long time for a time frame when people didn't live long.
Yeah, that's right. Seems like in these cemeteries we either had people that died really young, like children, or in their 20s, 30s, or they lived 80s and 90s. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's really random.
Yeah.
It is.
So, James, is that what I called him? James? No, Frank Moore. Frank Moore right here. Okay, so this is their son. Delilah Moore and Francis Nathaniel Moore. This is their son. He was 36 years old. And Delilah, his mother's brother, killed him. And he was also in, okay, so his name was James Metters. So Delilah was a Metters before she was a Moore. I'm telling you, they're cousins married cousins in this cemetery. It's like, I'm not going to say it. But, you know, there was a lot. But probably their options were limited. We're going to have to stay pretty close together here so we won't lose signal. So I'll come over here with you. But anyway, so James.
Where are we going?
Well, wherever you want to, and I'll keep telling the story. So James, the mother's brother, he was just a bad dude. And he is not buried in the cemetery with the rest of the family. He robbed somebody, and he was hiding from the police. And when everything died down, he joined the California Volunteer Cavalry. And he got into an argument with another guy in the military, in the cavalry with him, and slit that guy's throat. So they were trying him. He got arrested and they were trying him for that murder when he admitted to killing, all this time, killing his nephew over here, his 36-year-old nephew.
And so they didn't ever care. They didn't know.
They didn't know
And then
until
he admitted.
years later, right, he admitted to killing him. So I guess they didn't know who, anyway, it was his nephew that he killed. And then he was in prison until an old age. He possibly died in prison. And I'm thinking that he was in like Muskogee or something, McAllister prison or something like that. It was, I don't remember that part. But anyway, so there's a lot of family something going on right
And this
here.
one here we don't know about because
Yeah,
I don't want to.
tricky. This one's a little
past,
tricky.
But it, this is Thomas Samuel Kidd. And what is crazy, which we don't know.
And it says up here, it says husband of Nancy Gregory, married March 4th, 1851. They were married in 1851. But y'all, look what it says.
Here on the back it says Thomas fathered children with Nancy's sisters, Martha, Pat, Gregory, Melinda.
And Gregory. Melinda, I guess it's Anne Melinda Gregory. With her sisters, that would be plural. That's two sisters, more than one sister. Sisters. Fathered with Nancy's sisters, Martha, Pat Gregory, and I guess Melinda Gregory. Okay, y'all, we just don't really know what to think about that. We kind of had a little debate over it a little bit before we got on camera. Because Tim was like, well, don't jump to any conclusions on this. And I'm like, hey, that's just creepy, really creepy.
Yeah.
What's that mean? But possibly, maybe Nancy died. He marries Martha. They have children. Martha dies. He marries Melinda. Possibly he married these women, but man, it doesn't say that on there. But anyway, so we were also going to show you.
This here looks like Jacob
Letters.
And can you put that light on there? Let me see
if this helps. Do I even have it on? There we go. Is that 1871? Let me see.
Shine it on the, like at this direction.
Okay.
Here.
All right, let's see.
And I think it's 1799 right here.
1799. 1799. Holy moly. Now, other guy was 1777.
And what does it say down here?
1871. So he lived a long time. He lived 72 years. But he was born in 1799. That's, and that other one was 1777. So this is an old cemetery,
yes.
Y'all.
And
it's
this is an
Bolton.
Bible.
Oh, I almost fell. Bolton Cemetery in Alma, Arkansas. If you guys want to go to find a grave and look up some of this stuff.
Flowers on it because somebody has came by here and paid their respects, and so they still got family coming by here. The cemetery is maintained. It has some weeds
and a lot of stickers. Normal. A lot of stickers.
It's mainly kept pretty clean.
But look at these tent graves.
Yeah, these are the crazy things. These are huge stones. They're absolutely beautiful. Must have really had to work at it to find these stones to build this thing, because you can just see it's massive. It's big. There's no way. It takes several men to be able to lift it. And then I think that they didn't find that particular rock shaped like that they chiseled it to make it that point to be able to stack that as what they call a tent grave, because you can see the other end how it's pointed. And
this definitely looks like an adult, but the one that you're kneeling down beside, that's small. That's not very. That's possibly 3.5, 4 feet. So that's probably a child.
Yeah, this one's a little smaller. The wind's starting to pick up. So.
It is. It's really blowing.
And where was Delilah?
Okay, over here. So Find a Grave says that this woman, Delilah McGowan, right here. Delilah, daughter of M.S. and maybe A. Wallace. Born 1871, died in 1896. Okay, Find a Grave says she is buried next to her mother, which is one of the tent graves. Well, there's not a tent grave next to her, but there's one right at the foot of her. So if that's the one that it's saying is next to her, then this one has a name, and this name would be Sarah Harmon Metters. And that's the closest one to her, and it says she's buried next to her mother. That would be, unless, that's the closest one to her.
A lot of field stones right there. Those are markers, and we don't know the names on them.
No.
And they're really tight together, and so I suspect that there's a lot of children in there. Because
yeah, small graves. Well, we have some right here, a couple of little boys right here that we were gonna show these. I have their names. I looked up.
And these are very small.
They are.
Only, I mean, it's.
Well, this one is, his name is Rhoda.
About 3 foot.
And he was 2 years old. He was born in 1870 and died in 1872. And this is his brother John, which was 6. And John was born in 1865 and died in 1871. And you know what? There is inscription on the stone.
And
let me see if I can figure out there. Sellers. Their last name is Sellers. Sellers. You can. It's
engraved on the stone.
Yes.
Etched into the stone. Let's see that. Because that took some.
I don't know if you need that. I think it's good. I guess that's Roda. Rhoda Sellers. I don't know what the rest of that says.
It looks like May.
Is that 18? I bet that's the
1870.
He died in 1872, and that's 1872 right there. And born 1870. Yeah, that's what Find a Grave says. Let's see if this one has.
It was just a couple of years old.
Yeah, this one has etching on it also, but look, I don't know if we can get down there and get the camera so they can see it. Is that ground wet? I bet it is.
It says John L. Sellers, and he was born in June. It looks like 1865.
Yes.
No. Yeah, and then died in 1874, so he was a little
71.
older. 71. Okay, so he was
1871. But you look at this, how it's tilting. This is going to fall over.
Yeah, it's been.
Wouldn't take much for that to.
But this wasn't a tent grave.
Right. It was.
Rock there was laid on top. This one has fallen over to the right, and this one was stacked on top of it. So, what do you do?
And their family, the rest of their family, I believe the rest of their family packed up and moved to California. So these two little guys right here are in the cemetery by themselves. As far as I know, there's not any other family members.
And that's what happens is these people, they do, to whatever reasons, they move off to other states and then, following work or whatever it may be.
See, this one, would it be too hard to dig that up and put that back in the ground? I would think that you would probably need to put some concrete or something in the ground to keep it.
Joseph
E.B. Meadows. Now some of them are Meadows and some of them are Metters, but I believe that's all the same family, and they just had different spellings.
This one's 2nd Arkansas Cavalry.
Yeah.
Company 4, I think.
And this needs to be.
Or G. That's what it was. Up. Company G, 2nd Arkansas Cavalry. And so that's what was the other one over here? It was Company G, 2nd Arkansas Cavalry, but I can't remember the name on it.
Moore. That was the
Moore.
It was that guy that we did it first. His uncle killed him, Frank Moore. Frank Marion
But
Moore.
it's just, you can see it's, we don't know between, the ground really frozen this year, and then it freezes and then softens the ground, and then we get all this melt off, and then the rain, and then the ground's just really soft, and these things fall over because they're really heavy.
But y'all look at all the flowers.
Look
at all
4 or 5
bulbs
inches thick
coming up. Look right there. Look at all of those.
It's going to be beautiful.
Somebody planted those bulbs around his grave.
Another 2 or 3 weeks, it's going to be beautiful. And here's one over here that is leaning really bad, but you can see that somebody came and put flowers on it.
I mean, there's a lot of them that are completely broken or falling over. But that one's not going to stand up too much longer, I don't think.
But you can feel the ground walking on it, that it's soft, and there's moles and stuff out here.
Right here it says Our Father and Mother. Our Father and Mother. So can you read that? Herbert? I don't know. From here, maybe you can see. Okay, put it up there like you told me.
Is that Abbottson or something like that? I can't. I go up. Mary, I think, is the name.
Oh, and that's the last name. Hey, maybe it's Bolton. Is it Bolton?
Maybe
because that's the name of the sim.
No, I think it's Abbottson. I think is what it is. It's
Ibbotson. Not for sure how to pronounce that. Ibbotson.
Born. It says 1820 was their birth date. And died in 1882, I think. Maybe.
Age 67 years, 7 months, maybe 16 days.
I think it's 62 years.
It says Our Father and Mother, so there might be, there's more on the other side. So that was her.
And there's part of a broken stone. No, that's part of the base that broke, just sheared off somehow.
So this one must be, I can't see it from here.
Robert?
I think it's Robert. And that last name we can't pronounce. Ibbotson. Born
1820 and died in 64 or 84?
I'm not for sure.
Can't tell.
You know what that says right there? Oh, it says how old, and part of it's missing. The years are missing.
But the whole thing, as you see, is just sunken. And a lot of that's just, moles. Get out here and dig around.
A lot of years.
A lot of years, settling.
Oh, stickers.
And some more of these metal graves or markers. And what does that mean?
My battery's going low.
I just push that button?
Yes. Yours doesn't do that? You don't ever get yours low enough where it just pop up like that?
But not while I'm filming.
Okay. Y'all, this wind has really picked up now. So you're probably hearing it.
This had the head marker, and then the smaller one is the foot marker, but
they're metal. They're really neat. At one point, because there's a little framed in area, that had the information on it.
Looks
like.
My
gosh, I got stickers everywhere.
So I don't know who this is. Can you shine that light on this one?
Looks like a child because there's a lamb.
Charlie? Charles?
I think is it a C or a S?
Charles.
Charles. Son of another Meadows.
And that is Meadows.
And some of them,
you can see that.
And some of them are Medders, but I believe it's all the same family. They've just spelled it a little different. Can you see dates or anything in 1870? Is that 18?
No, but I think just shine that light.
Okay, I'm sorry, I keep doing it wrong.
Well, it just those shadows, the way they cast, It is difficult to read.
I don't know if we can read that. Maybe they can get it on the video on the camera, maybe a little better.
Yeah, it's just got so much growth on it.
Okay.
This is one that definitely needs to be cleaned.
Well, we probably better go and get this camera on the charger. So we have another cemetery we're going to go to. Let's see. Julia Meadows, wife of E.B. Meadows, born February 21st, 1889, died March
1950.
1900. That would be 11 years old. So it says wife of, it can't be. Let's see, we're doing something wrong here. 1918, maybe it's 39. No, I mean, it's probably 39.
It sure looks like an 8.
That surely he's not an 11-year-old. Oh, he's gotta be.
That's clearly an 8. 1889.
I think it's 30. I don't know, y'all. That's awful. Surely not. Let's see if we can find that guy. He's on the other side. Okay, so he was born in 2018, right? Born November 2018.
No, 20th of 1844.
Oh, he wasn't born in 2018. Okay, 1840. I think it's 41.
Maybe 41.
41. And I don't. Does that say something Sergeant?
I think so, and this is something, something regiment, Arkansas, and a cavalry volunteer. And so they had a lot of volunteers back for the cavalry.
Is that he was born then? Did we find the death? I'm not seeing the death.
No, I didn't see that.
I bet it was right here and it's worn off. You think? Isn't it amazing how some of these stones are just so clear? Like the one that we did at first with the lady that her brother killed her son. Her stone was awful. Next to it's her husband's, and it was very clear.
That's inscription here.
Where will it? Yeah.
There's a lot of detail in that thing. That isn't that woodsman thing, is it?
It probably is. I think.
I think that's that woodsman.
And then here's does that mean he was in the military? I think he was in the military.
They called that Woodsman of the World.
Okay, so if this is a military marker, there is a ton of old military out here. What's this say? Can you see it on the camera?
I think it's HU. Yeah, I can't.
HUGHU F. What is that?
Something Meadows.
Oh, of course, it's another Meadows.
Born in 1877, it looks like, and died in 1910. What was that? The 25th? Is that July 25th? Yeah.
And look at this. He was born in 1877, and when you read that, you're thinking, wow, that was old. But when we first got here, that first one we read, the Moor, he was born in 1777, 100 years before this guy. And we think this guy's stone is old.
Yeah.
Because that one over there, what was his name? Francis Nathaniel Moore, born 1777.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, y'all, we probably better wrap this up. We're going to get our phone on the charger and go to another cemetery and get you 2 videos today before bad weather comes back in next week, because today we have like 70. This is Arkansas, y'all. This is how Arkansas weather works. We can have all 4 seasons actually in a 24-hour period. But So we're 70 today. This is Friday, and they're saying Sunday afternoon we may have some snow flurries because that's typical Arkansas weather. But we're going to go get the phone on the charger and get you another video here in just a minute. Thanks for watching.